Yeah, hello everyone. My name remains the same. Your boy, Evangelist Prince Olawole Fajimolu. On this platform, Event Proof Media. Yes, I am also a travel agent. Yes, I can give you information about traveling abroad. You have to pay for it. You will pay for it. I charge for consultancy. It's not free. So you shall know the truth and let the truth set you free. Let's go into the news. This news about traveling. Yes, I'm bringing the news with the credit going to CBC News in Canada. CBC News are based in Canada. Yes. This is a story of a Nigerian international student with fake acceptance letter. A fake acceptance letter detected after almost 7 years that she's been living in Canada. Detected after almost 7 years. Please read along with me, even listen very, very attentively. Onashima sọ fún wa wípé karma will catch up one day. That's why you have to know what you're doing and make sure you don't fall a victim. When I'm saying it that we Nigerians are too lazy, this is one of the examples. So read along with me, you will understand why I said that. Yes, fake letter leaves Nigerian international student without status and asked to leave Canada. Lola Akinlade says she had no idea university acceptance letter was fake. This is Lola Akinlade. And tó bá ti rí bó ṣe dress yẹn, àwọn òpònú wèrè tán gbẹ́sìn sórí rẹ̀, ayé wọn bàjẹ́ lọ́sìn náà. This is Jésù ò lè gbà wọ́n sí, Muhammed ò lè gbà wọ́n, Ọ̀rúnmìlà ò lè gbà wọ́n báyìí sí. Now they are the one in the problem. Let's read along. Lola Akinlade had a huge smile on her face on the day in 2019 when she walked across the stage at the Nova Scotia Community College with her new diploma for social service in her hand. Nova Scotia is a city in Canada. So let's continue reading. But underneath, she was worried. The happiness was not going deep down, she said, in a recent interview near her home in Middlesexville in Nova Scotia. A few weeks before graduation, the international student from Nigeria received a letter from Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, IRCC. That's the name their home office are called, IRCC. It said some of the documents she used to enter Canada in 2016 was a fake and asked her to explain herself. This information was brought to her notice in 2013. That is, and 2023. So I beg my pardon. 2023. So that's 7 years later. 7 years later. It's a charge Akinlade said she knew nothing about because IRCC told her, but which has left her and her family in Canada with no immigration status and little to fall back on if they return to Nigeria. Yes, that's how it works. There's Lola Akinlade with her baby, a Canadian-born baby, and their dean when they were presenting a degree to her. So Akinlade said the realization that she had relied on the fake document to get her study permit left her devastated. That was the beginning of her trauma. Yes. Statistics released to CBC by RCC. You see, the whole embassy and the immigration government parastatal in the country release information to the journalist, to news office. Unlike Nigeria, they will beat you. Like Fanikayo, that dog was yelling at one journalist that day on a platform that everybody could see, showing all these bases of narcissism. Yes, this is the government, because the government are working for us. They are using our money to pay their salary, but now they are our God in Africa, while in the Western world they work for us. They are not our slaves, but they work for us. And the experience of people working in the field suggests there could be many other international students in Canada in similar situation. You see, this already exposing or about to expose lots more. Oh, there you go. Since IRCC began a new process to screen international student acceptance later in December 2023. That means after a case, they started screening acceptance letter in December 2023. It has found more than 9,000 examples of fake letters, suggesting Akinlade's case is far from unique. Now the year this one has exposed over 9,000 fake letters. Akinlade wants IRCC to re-examine her case, arguing she was a victim of a rogue agent who supplied her with a fake letter of acceptance to a Canadian school. I don't believe that. Yeah, I'm on two sides of that. I'm in two sides of a coin for that. That's nonsense. I don't believe that, and I believe you. But the level that I don't believe you is like 98%. The level of my belief in your statements is only 2%. Yes, with a fake acceptance. So please look into my file. She said, I just want this to be sorted out. That's her responding to IRCC. If you don't know the meaning of IRCC again, I'll go block you. That is immigrants, refugees, and oh yeah, say it now. You know, Citizenship Canada, IRCC. Lodo Shibobo. Anyways, Akinlade started thinking about studying in Canada in 2015. She was working for a pharmaceutical company in Lagos as a medical sales representative with a business administration degree from a Nigerian university. Don't mind my speed, okay? There's a limit to timing of this. That's why I'm letting you read along with me. At an office outside Lagos, she met with a man who said he worked as an immigration consultant and will guide her through the process of becoming an international student by applying for a master's degree in business administration for her. She must have been a graduate. She must have been a university graduate, because you can't just apply for a master's degree for anybody that doesn't have university education. So Akinlade said she did not discuss a particular university with the agent, and just explained that she wanted to study at a high-quality Canadian institution. So Akinlade said she gave the agent documents such as passport, international passport, and a university. Oh, okay. There you go. I told you. You have to be a university student and a graduate to want to study for masters. So, and university transcripts along with payment. So several months later, he gave not weeks, not 1 day, not 2 days, several months later. You miracle finder, did you hear that? Several months later, that's when they got back to her. Several months later, not 1 day. Visa doesn't come within seconds, and you worry. He gave her a study permit to enter Canada, plane tickets and acceptance fee, acceptance letter to the University of Regina. See, Regina is a state in Canada. So, University of Regina. Akinlade flew to Canada in late December 2016. Don't forget, she started this application in 2015. She didn't go nowhere until December 2016. Afọ́fúngbé máa yírádà tó ń wá miracle kiri. Do you know how many millions she must have spent within that 1 year, over 1 year? You think visa is just like easy like that? And somebody will now tell you that I'm very sure they will give you that visa. No agent can assure you of any visa because they are not the one approving the visas. We are just here to apply for you, putting all the documentations for you on your behalf since you are dumb. So that's why we have to use our smartness to help you out. And that's why we charge you money for it. We are charging for our time, for our brain. Do you know what it takes to get all this information, to know all this information? It's time, it's stressful, it's money. We spend money. For my internet alone, do you know how much I pay monthly? I pay about almost $300 monthly. That's about half a million monthly. $500,000 monthly for my internet subscription, both on my phone and at home. Over $500,000 monthly, not yearly, not annually, monthly. And you want me to give you information free, and when we give it to you free, you say God will do it, and you will. Okay, Aklade flew to Canada in late December 2016, thinking she would start classes in January 2017. However, she said while she was stopped over in Winnipeg is another state in Canada, en route to Regina, she got a call from the agent who told her, that is agent in Nigeria, who told her there were no spaces available at the university, and she would have to go on a wait list. That's you will see there. You see that she's from Mountain of Fire or Redeem or Deeper Life. Those are the people that dress so ugly like this. Don't mind my statement, or just listen to the words. That's why she's in the problem. She'll be paying pastors to pray for her. I won't worry. I said my primary aim was to come here to study. I don't want to be on the wait list. Oh, that's her responding to her agent. Akinlade, don't mind the advertisement. I'm not the one advertising that. It's on CBS News. Akinlade began to search on her own for a new school and a new program. That means she knows about the fake letter. Let's continue reading. Because if you don't know about it, you have to contact the school by yourself immediately. Immediately they told you that you're already in Canada, you're supposed to contact the school by yourself. But you searching for another school and new program tells that you know about that letter. You know that letter was fake. And your motive was to use that letter to just enter Canada. You were just lucky that the immigration officer at the port of entry did not check that. That was why you were able to get in. Okay. And stayed with relatives in Winnipeg until she was accepted at Nova Scotia. So that's Nova Scotia Community College. That's another state in Canada, a city in Canada, for a social service for September 2017 start. Okay, you are coming for a master's degree in business administration. You want now to go down low to go study for diploma. Guys, I don't know if you are understanding what I'm reading out now. As a qualified travel agent that knows his onions, how can you getting a visa because you are coming to study to have your master's here, now go down low to go for diploma course in social services? Already this tells me that she knows about the fake letter. For September 2017, she said she decided to switch to social service because it better align with the work she's already done in the medical field. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's the job of you found out in Canada. That's why you quickly want to use that as an opportunity. You didn't whine me. Akinlade said she never contacted University of Virginia directly. Exactly, you will not, because you know what you're doing. That ended until 2 years later when she received the letter from IRCC, that is Immigrant, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, telling her the acceptance letter was a fake. I was kind of skeptical after getting the IRCC letter, because I thought that wasn't real, like a miscommunication or something, she said. So immediately I contacted the University of Virginia after 2 years that you have been in the country. I want pastor in Nigeria, I want wòlíì yín, àwọn wèrè tẹ̀ ṣerú fún, àwọn ọmọ máa sọ trash yẹn fún. No, don't mind me. I'm not taking it too personal. That's why I make jest of fools like this that think they are fooling others. And that was when I learned the truth. And you shall know the truth, and only that truth will set you free by sending you back to Nigeria. Okay. Akinlade says since arriving in Canada, she's had little contact with the agent in Nigeria. Because when you work in Canada, you don't want to deal with and I know that's not true. Because when you started applying for your husband, because as a student you have the opportunity to apply for family members to come over and stay with you as a student. So I know you'll contact the same agent to start processing your husband's whatever and your children if you have one. Okay, but CBC exchanged text message with Babatunde Isiaq Adegoke, that's the agent. The agent Akinlade said she used to coordinate a Canadian university and study permit application. Adegoke told CBC he guided Akinlade through the process of applying to enter Canada. He agreed that he gave Akinlade the agent agreed that he was the one that gave Akinlade the acceptance letter to the University of Virginia. But he said the letter was given to him by I knew it. I knew these are the quack agents that you guys will run to, because maybe your pastors introduced you to them, your prophets introduced you to them, your Olori Buruku Afa Imam, they introduce you guys to them. Now you want to give benefit of doubt to your pastors because you think they are men of dogs. Yes, those are the men of dogs. So they can't scam you. Go to RCGG. We have them on Redeemed Christian Church of God campground where you guys pray. Go to pray. You go kill yourself on the Ibadan Expressway. We have your pastors living on that very camp, scamming people, doing Canada visa, printing Canadian visa in his house. We have evidences. He said it was located in City of Ejigbo. Okay, yes, because he was given to him by a company called Success Academy Education Consults. I'm going to investigate this and look it up too. He said it was located in the city of Ejigbo, but has since moved to an unknown location. Imagine. He said he was surprised to learn the acceptance letter was fake, and he denied telling Akinlade she's to go on the wait list at the university. Something is not right here. The same man that accepted that he was the one that gave the letter to you, just declining and denying that he ever called you to go on wait list. My people, if you are reading along with me with our open minds, please, does that make sense to you? Is this not telling you that this lady knows about this? Yes, like now my stake have increased from 98% to 99.2% that she knew about the letter. Because this is a lie coming out now. Somebody that you said called you to tell you that you will be on wait list after 7 years, or like after, yes, After 7 years now, saying no, he never told you that. But he accepted that he was the one that gave you the letter, but didn't know the letter was fake. They both knew about it. So Adegoke told CBC he was no longer doing that service, that is, offering study permit service, after he has scammed many people. He had no contact information for successor. How can you have the contact? You too, go back bureau, and you leave fish out, not in Nigeria. And had not dealt with the company since 2018. He declined to do a video call for more information. CBC was not able to find a business that matched. They would have used that lady to do a video call with her in forced and screen munched before they do the interview. That matched Adegoke's description. Don't mind me when I'm taking that way. That is where my investigative journalism strikes in. That's part of me. I'm an investigator as well. So CBC made phone calls and sent emails to businesses with similar names, but none of the businesses owners said they recognize it, like Osentoma recognize it. Lola Akinlade's letter. Now, Akinlade lost her study permit in Canada because of the fake letter and was denied when she attempted to apply for a postgraduate work permit and a temporary resident permit. Yes, that's the consequence. Now tell your pastor to go and be praying. Or your imam and afa, tell them to go and be praying. Or your babalawos. And you will rebubu. Now you'll be sending the little money you're supposed to fix your problem. Now you'll be sending it to Nigeria to one Olori Buruku pastor. Your daddy Gio, your mommy Gios. Yeah, dra. I'm like, below Jerry. Imo you ni egbewa o eri o ki nje ran sisun imo you ni egbewa. Instead of it to fix your problem, now you're in a bigger problem. An IRCC officer wrote to her in March 2023 telling her the department believed she knew the document was fake as per base of, that is exactly the word, balance of probability. If you're a psychology student, I study psychology. If you're a psychology student, you will understand what is called balance of probabilities. This has nothing to do with it has to do with the Constitution, but I'm talking this is part of why you become a lawyer or judge when it comes to cases like this. It strikes in balance of probabilities. So when you put it on a balance of probabilities, you blindfold yourself to put yourself in this shoe and think about, what if I'm the one? What will I do? What would have happened? Is this something I would have done? Especially when I'm a university graduate, will my brain be so dumb not to verify everything I have? Then what is the essence of my 4 years degree course? That tells me that I'm so desperate to get out of that country, and so I know about this fake letter. That's all. It's as simple as that. Balance of probability. If you're a psychology student, you understand what I'm saying. It's a buy course for me, so it's not, but I know what I read, I know what I studied. So now, our husband Samson Akinlade and our 8-year-old Nigerian born son David, so they both joined her in Nova Scotia in 2018. So they joined her just in 2 years. You see that? Just in 2 years, they joined her in Canada. And they have now lost their temporary residence status too. Ìjọba ti gba gbogbo residency wọn, work permit àti ìwé ìgbélú wọn ti gbà lọ́wọ́ padà because of stupidity wèrè ìyàwó tọpọlọ òṣìṣẹ́ tí ọkọ náà máa mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. Let's not be deceived. Ó máa mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀. And have now lost wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ná ọmọ àti máa náwó oríṣiríṣi sọ̀rọ̀ ìpínlẹ̀. They must have spent a lot of money. Because all this thing that we are talking about is not free. It's not God that is doing it. It's not angel that is doing it. No. Angels don't bring money from heaven. They are going to spend a lot. They have spent a lot of money to achieve all this. Hunger strike. A lot of hunger strikes to achieve this. Now look at where their stupidities have found them. Dumbness. Her husband Samson Alklade and 8-year-old Nigerian-born son David joined her in Nova Scotia in 2018 and have now lost their temporary residence status. Their youngest son was born in Canada in 2021. Oh, okay, they have a Canadian child. See, the one in red. In 2021, and while he has Canadian citizenship, he does not have medical coverage because of his parents' status. Oh my goodness, that's a problem. That is a problem. They are going to take this child from them because they can't work. Since they can't work, they cannot afford to pay for the medical coverage. If they tell you citizen, there's a lot of citizenship. You cannot deceive yourself. The next line, the three oldest, okay, there you go. You see, I just said it. The three oldest members of the family have been asked to leave the country voluntarily. That is, the wife, the husband, and the older son that they brought from Nigeria. They have to leave the country voluntarily. They have to leave Canada because they cannot work or go to school. The younger boy gonna say no fit go to school again because they have revoked their statuses. See, that's the beautiful, and they have a beautiful family. Though the wife is kind of way to me because this is how they dress. I'm not disrespecting your religion. I respect your religion, but this is what religion has gotten you. If you look at her face, let's look at her face closely. See ya. This guy, well, they are all birds of same feather, though. See ya. You go and run away. Lost her beauty because of religion. If you look at her face, these are the types of Redeem, MFM, Deeper Life, Kiriyo, Ajeri Jehovah. Those are the kind of people that would dress like this. Dress like this. See the husband too. I need to see his picture before he left Nigeria because now he's at Yoko. Anyways, we've been surviving on our savings and I don't know how long we can keep surviving on that. She said it's really, really hard and I just begin. This is Western world. Western world don't look bad when it comes to stuff like this. And I just discussed grace with some people yesterday. Grace doesn't work in a situation like this. No. There's nothing like grace in situations like this. Whatever a man sows, so shall they reap. It's so good. It's so very obvious out there. Akinlade said the family sold their home. I told you before. Now you can hear this. Akinlade said the family sold their home in Nigeria to fund the tens of thousands of dollars. If you are a multi-millionaire in Nigeria, you are a thousandaire when you get abroad. Let that sink into your dead brain's cause. If you're a multi-millionaire in Nigeria, you are a thousandaire when you get abroad, okay? Let that hear you out. Even if you are not careful, you'll be 100-naire. They sold their house in Nigeria to fund these tens of thousands of dollars required for our Canadian tuition. Because you pay a lot of money to get into university. No be small money, no be God will do kind of rubbish. No, a lot of money. Not to talk of now it's for a few. How much will the government give you because you're a student or because you're a temporary resident? At most they support you with maybe they support you with between 700 and 1,000 Canadian dollars monthly. Maybe at most that's what they'll support you guys with, and it's a family of 4. If they don't support you with that much, they'll support you with food stamp that you go and collect free food. They're not going to pay your bills. No, it doesn't work like that. The people that they will be telling you lies. One agent will just be sweet coating their mouth to just get your money, and because they know you are dumb, you don't know about what they are talking about. It looks so mysterious to you and fascinating. You just fall into their hand. They beg you money. Now you are the one in problem. Akinade's family is now the one in problem. The agent is in Nigeria enjoying his money. She and her husband work in Nova Scotia as a caregiver. That was why she went for that job, social service, for their school study. Yes, before losing their immigration status. We already invested our lives in Canada, so there's nothing to go back to fall on in Nigeria. I agree with you. There's nothing in Nigeria to better your life. It will, you get. I just pray they don't. I pray they reconsider you guys seriously, especially because I'm not considering you parents. I'm considering though. I'm sympathizing for those children, because if they go to that Nigeria, oh my goodness, nah, hell, yeah. Even the parents, if they go back to that country, the depression go set in, because on their point of exiting, Canada will ban them. They will not be able to enter Canada again. You hear them? So now, Akinadil's lawyer, so now they have a lawyer. Amanat Sandu said the family is filing a humanitarian application to stay. Sanders said it's common for our own downtown Toronto farm. Toronto is another state in Canada, to see what she described as rogue agents supplying immigrants with bad information. Overall, there's a lot of people that get into this sticky situation where they trust an agent and then the agent doesn't perform the way that they're supposed to. That's what she said, the lawyer said. Canadian schools are also concerned about the actions of these agents, said Graham Barber. So Graham Barber, the assistant director of the international relations student at University of Canada. Barber said in his more than 10-year career, he's seen a handful of times when students actually showed up on the university campus believing they were enrolled when they were not. That's Barbara in the video. You can click, and no, you can't be able to click on the video to listen to him anyways. Or let's do this, let's listen to him. Oh, I'm on a Wi-Fi, I'm on a truck stop Wi-Fi. Okay, sorry about that. Let's forget about that. Where is your voice?
Of a really world-class institution to get a student a study permit, and then once the student arrived in Canada, they...
No, not go hear the voice. No verse. So he believed the more common method is for students to be quickly swapped from a university. Like I said earlier, yeah, the common method is for students to be quickly swapped from a university to a private college. Because when you get there, since you know you are coming, and that's why I told you she knew about the fake letter. Immediately you are granted to enter Canada, then you quickly go look for a smaller college. That's what they do. Now we are exposing ourselves. Before you know it, you say Canada don't want our country anymore. They don't want our Nigerians anymore. They don't want this, they don't want that. Over 9,000 people have been detected again with fake acceptance letter. If you are listening and your children are in Canada, please go verify whatever documents they have now before it's too late. These agents really were swapping out some of those letters of acceptance letter in the process and utilizing the good name of a university in order to increase the chances of their student getting a study permit. He said, last year the federal government instituted a new checking process with Canadian schools to verify real letters of acceptance. Barber said it's working well, but its members are troubled that their brands are being used in this way. Every companies will, there are not Nigerian company that doesn't have reputations. Where's the company itself? Apart from banking, parastatal, no other company but church and mosque. Any university whose logo is being used without their permission, whose brand and good names is being used without their knowledge, that's incredibly worrisome, it said. IRCC releases numbers. The new letter of acceptance verification process began on December 1st, 2023 after this Akinlade's case. Before it began, the department acknowledged many students sincerely came to Canada to study, but some who knew about the fake letters had no intention of studying. Yes, majority of them had no intention of studying. They just want to use that letter to enter Canada and now go AWO, like go MIA, not even AWO, go MIA. Do you know the meaning of MIA? Put it in the comment below. So between that day and July 1st, IRCC that he has caught 9,175 letters that are never issued by Canadian school. 9,175, that's a lot. And that's the one they have caught so far. Those 9,175 letters were out of the total 361 international students. Let's just check by the IRCC and the school. This letter may be an indicator of fraud, IRCC wrote in a statement, but each one will need to be checked by an officer. The department declined to make anyone available for any interview and agreed to answer questions only by email. Those are the countries, the Western countries, that know what the Constitution says. Not like Nigeria, where Fani Kayode will be molesting, abusing the journalists in front of the camera, where your government, your soldiers, your not even all these police people. We are talking of one-on-one. People will say, don't record me. You see this school, in the case of this boy that they were buying in their school. You know that school I'm talking about. You see the teachers, they say, don't record me. Magba ojú teacher mi ojú ayibo. Tabade court, alo some reason to ṣe rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Wàá mọ̀ pé ọ̀yà ọ̀nà méjì ló máa jẹ, máa gbowó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, máa tún sọ ẹsẹ̀ wọn. That's why pé mi mo tún gba ẹ lójú. Kò lọ fọwọ́ kan fóònù mi, fọwọ́ kan kámẹ́rà mi. Máa na ọlọ́pàá mi ayé àbàjẹ́. Pọ̀ lórí burúkú yìí tí bọ́bá ti wà lọ́wọ́ yín, one have to be very careful. Rọ́mù tí ló pọ̀ jù ní gbogbo yín. Nigerian police. I dislike them. It said its focus on identifying culprits, not penalizing victims of fraud. Yes, that's what they can do, but either way, the victim of fraud is going to be penalized, just as in the case of Akinlade. This is the lawyer Akinlade got to work for her. Look at how very beautiful and young that this lawyer is. Where are our lawyers in Nigeria? They're in the church, serving as usher, serving as interpreter, serving as a what can I call them? Serving as intimidators. Yes, because they are lawyers, they will be defending their scammer pastors to intimidate the fools. Anyways, Amanat Sando is an immigration lawyer in Toronto. I'm not advertising for you, but that's your job. It is said it's focused on identifying culprits, not penalizing victims. So in response to the question about Akinlade's case and why IRCC believes she knew about the letter, IRCC pointed back to its official decisions based on the balance of probabilities. Applicants are responsible for all the information on the application. That is the fact. Because after you submit, before you submit, you have to sign that to the best of your knowledge, all the information you have provided are true. So you will sign it. When you sign it, that tells you know about everything. So noting that Akinlade had an opportunity to address the officer's concern. So this is the onus, yes, because you know onus on us, but it's called onus, okay? Sandu said it's not clear to exactly why RCC believe Akinla they knew about it, knew the letter was fake. If we are going off of hunches, I feel that most officers can be very skeptical when it comes to applicants that claim they were victim of a rogue agent, because a lot of fake stuff is going out there and a lot of things have been exposed. Sandu acknowledged that Canadian immigration rules put the onus of everything in the application on the applicant. That is the fact. Because since you sign it, you know about it. Even though you may have used an agent, you are still supposed to be aware of everything. Especially in case of Akinla did that. She said she had 4 years university degree in business administration that could not verify what she's holding, but depending on the information given by the travel agent, because we are a bunch of useless dependents in Africa and Nigeria that are no very, very well off. 89% of us in that country are dependents, lazy dependents, useless dependents that cannot use their own brains, and that's why a lot of you falls into the hand of scammers. Nothing gbé yín kiri tán gé yín lórí, tán gé gbogbo abẹ́ yín, gé ọyàn yín kiri títì, ẹ̀yin wèrè olórí burúkú gbogbo. Don't mind me, I'm not taking it personal, I'm just being blunt. Even though you may have used an agent, you are still supposed to be aware of everything, she said. Akinlade says she has learned a lesson about finding it's too late, a reliable agent to help her, but she believes RCC look again at her case, it will find she was not complicit in the fake letter. It's too late. A lawyer is submitting a humanitarian application to RCC in the coming weeks, but the application does not give her any right, yes, to stay in the country. She's supposed to have lived, they're supposed to have left now. And it's not clear how many months it could take to process. I really want to be investigated, she said, adding that the whole experience has been traumatic for her family. This is something I pray for my enemy. This is not something I pray for my enemy. This is why I can take it personal. This unfortunate person, you are in this serious, it's a very serious issue that will render you poor for the rest of your life. But already you are bringing religious sentiments into your situation of, like, why are we Africans like this? Why are we Nigerians like this? You are already in this situation that you are not sure you can get out, and which is going to affect your children's life. You're already saying you are not praying for your enemy to experience this. Who is your enemy that you are not praying for? This is what we put in our head, because she's like idiomatically or kind of like hyperbolically saying it that, oh, òun ò gbàdúrà fọ́tá òun pé kí irú nǹkan báyìí ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Olórí burúkú ẹ wà nínú kéèsì tó jẹ́ pé ó máa affect àwọn ọmọ tó bí. You are putting religious sentiment into it, when a lot of people it's not well with them, but they will be lying to themselves that it is well. This is exactly what she's saying to herself. So now maybe she must have been sending a lot of money to her pastors, her momijios, far imams in Nigeria to be doing rubbish that cannot solve any issue. It is left to you. The only thing they can do is just send you guys back and take their own child. That's the citizen you have for them. So Shannon Locke is an investigative reporter with CBC. Credit to them, in Nova Scotia. She has worked with local and network programming. So this is the person interviewing the Oponu Wiriyi. This is the end of the story. Have you learned anything from this case of this family, Akinlade's family? See, so they have already asked them to leave the country, the three of them, which means they will take their own child. That's one thing about the Westerners, they will protect their own child. That's why they are born to a Nigerian parents or African, they don't care. They will take care, except you want to take the child with you and let them be denied of their rights. That's the only thing. You see, that's another story you've learned today on this show about a fake letter that has left a Nigerian international student without immigration status in Canada right now. And the Canadian Immigration Home Office have asked them to leave their country voluntarily. And that voluntarily option is because they have a Canadian citizen with them, which is their baby. That is the privilege they are enjoying, benefiting from now, that we want you to go by yourself. We don't want to embarrass you by deporting you. We want you to leave by yourself. And they will take the citizen from them. It's up to them. Have you learned any lesson from this? My people, go fall in wrong hand. Your money go waste. Not only money go waste later, you go still come back to suffer the consequence later. That's why you spend a lot of money. These people have sold their house in Nigeria to achieve this. And now look at what has brought them out. Look at what is putting them in trouble now. One letter is about running 7 years in Canada. And these are the people that will be sending money home, taking care of another people's responsibilities. All in the name I'm doing it, God will replenish it. Oh yeah, let God come and save you now. If you can learn from it, learn from it. Don't take my word for it, it's up to you. I'm a travel agent. If you want to contact me, you pay a lot of money. Yes, I'm not scaring you, I'm telling you the truth. Because it takes me, okay, this is 4 a.m. that I'm reporting this. 4 a.m. in the night, like in the midnight. I've been up since 3 a.m. because I'm working too. I came across this case and I said I should share it with you. If you go fall in wrong hand again, it now you sabi. I'm a travel agent, Amazing Grace Travel and Tours. Yes, based in the United States. If you want to contact us through wosofaja@gmail.com, or you call us on our numbers right there on the screen. This is my social media handle on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, Event Proof Media. On YouTube, Event Proof Media TV. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. My name is Evangelist Prince Olawale Fajimolu. Forget about the evangelist behind it. Evangelist is just a title to tell you that I'm spreading the news. I'm not evangelist for church or mosque or mashalashi or shrine. No, I don't care about all those rubbish. Just to call your attention to why you guys will be bowing for titles, worshipping titles, worshipping human being like you. Bunch of Nigerian fools. Prince Olawale Fajimolu is my name. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Bye.